Hello! The battle begins now. I hope you've got all your options sorted out. I hope you've got your power-ups where you want them to be. I hope you've fed enough credits into the Thunder Force 4 machine, the Thunder Force 4 cabinet. Hello. Hi. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Snake Man. Happy MSX March. Hello, Mr. Taco. I love clickbait that is phrased like this. Hello, Zeno. It would be crazy if it was called Metal Gear. Hello, Anthony. It would be crazy if it was called Metal Gear. Hello, Danny. It would be crazy if it was called Martin Day. And hello, Muware. Who's that guy? You're telling me they made a whole day around this fellow? This jolly dancing fellow? Well, I don't know about all that. Chucks, I don't know about all that. I guess he's pretty cool. I guess he's alright. I guess I could play all of the...
You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
I did tell you that, and I was right then and I'm right now. Rouge the Bat. Do you doubt my authority on the matter of the Master Emerald and its ability to control the Chaos Emerald? Would I lie to you, Rouge the Bat? Some people. Wow, it's really action-packed. I did like the soft, Wika-filled bossa nova that we got. Bossa nova take on Martin's famous music that we got, courtesy of Atoy Sakuraba. You know, more and more people are saying that the servers are in fact the 7 Chaos. Snake Man, I cannot stop thinking about the Sniper 2. The Sniper 1 was like a nice, cute little package. The Sniper 2, and the Sniper 2 has branching paths. The Sniper 2 has a badass hardened glasses guy who decides to simply become nice at the end. I didn't actually play through all the branching paths, unfortunately, because I got to the end and I was like, okay, that's the end of the game. Wrapping up the stream. Wait a second. What do you mean? What do you mean? So I still don't know the true ending of the Sniper 2. I think I might have to, I don't know, maybe that could be a stream of the future, but really I think I would rather just take a look at it myself, but also, I don't know. Man, what a treat. Check out my VODs if you missed the Sniper 2 stream. Because I was perplexed and delighted by the Sniper 2 especially. And I think the context of the Sniper 1, you know, even though we couldn't understand it, it was crucial to understanding what the hell was going on in Sniper 2. Fascinating stuff. We are, in a sense, returning to the world of intrigue, spies. His girlfriend's memories were implanted into a child. And that child happened to be... That fact being revealed in the recap made me feel like that, you know, the one picture of Mr. Krabs where he's like looking around and he's disoriented and there's like the senses like that, like there's like circles shaking around his eye line, if that makes sense. That one picture of Mr. Krabs, it made me feel like that. You know, the Sniper 1, I felt like I kind of was like, okay, I don't understand the language, but I get the gist, you know. We've got our targets, we're a lone wolf, and, you know, the only time we feel normal is when we're aiming down the sights of a trigger, or whatever. And we do it. And we get reunited at the end. But how wrong I was. How wrong I was. There's never gonna be another The Sniper 2. But there is going to be... Well, I mean, there might not be another Metal Gear, either. But we are going to play a Metal Gear. Okay, everybody? We're gonna play Metal Gear for the MSX. Which I have never played before. The MSX is a big honking mystery to me. Most of my knowledge of the MSX comes from furtively catching some of Snake Man's MSX March schemes. You were playing some kind of Woody Poco game? Is that real? Did I make that up? It has like music that goes like do 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 do, and it's like it was like a baffling maze-like adventure game of some kind. There was also Emerald Dragon, which gave us the famous... Oh, actually, my sub expired to... no, wait, did it? No, I still have it. Yes, let's go. There's this awesome guy, which is from Emerald Dragon on the MSX. That's largely, you know... My understanding of the MSX library is that it's, you know... like many microcomputer libraries of the era, just an ocean of all kinds of stuff, all kinds of nonsense. Dense RPGs, strange adventure games, but also probably a lot of, like, wacky homebrew stuff as well. Probably a lot of... I don't know if Dojin would be the right word for them, but, like, stuff in that kind of vein, amateurish type stuff, you know? Just a lot of stuff. It's a vast ocean. And it's scary. I will say, I do have some experience with Metal Gear on the NES. I remember discovering that there was a Metal Gear on the NES and finding it novel. What do you mean, that Solid Snake guy with his famous voice and his asking about the second floor basement? What do you mean he was on that little Nintendo Entertainment System? Of course, I hadn't realized at the time that that game is apparently vastly different from this game that we're going to play tonight. It's a very heavily modified port, to the point where you could argue it's just a completely different game. And also, it's been long enough that I don't really remember much about it. I remember there's a big computer. I remember a guy named Duck. There's like a guy named like Trouble Duck. I might be mixing up my Metal Gear bosses. Yeah, the NES couldn't handle the Metal Gear, which is understandable. I remember there's key cards that were annoying to use. I remember there was some punching of the wall. I remember that someone feels asleep. I remember that the truck halves started to move. But it has been long enough that I mostly don't remember a lot of it. I was saying last stream that I did watch Melty Kid play this one a minute ago at this point, I think. And that was definitely very, you know, interesting to watch someone struggle through that. Also, hi Frog type games, welcome in. The basics of CQC, I forget a lot of it, but I remember the critical act of punching. I forget if this snake can even crawl. I'm kind of a little worried. Honestly, I'm thinking I don't want to rely on a guide too heavily at the start, but I should probably pull up a guide for Metal Gear MSX. I remember seeing some strategy wiki stuff when I was just booting it up to make sure that I actually had the shit all sorted out. Yes, no crawling. We might turn into a ball if we're feeling particularly brave. Solid Snake's famous ability. Thank you, Super Hang On. What do you say we come on over here and boot up my MSX that I know how to use? Let's press OK. It's Konami. It's Metal Gear. This is a translation, I believe. So I think. Hi, Blob. Welcome. Enjoy your lurk from the mines. I believe that this, being an MSX game, never got an official release at the time, but it had since been included in some versions of Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised at how easy OpenMSX was to get up and running. Honestly, one of the things that always kind of turns me off of any kind of microcomputer emulation is, like, I don't know how to loading any kind of ready or any kind of run. So, it's you know, it's not like an impossible hurdle to overcome, but it is something that it's like, okay, I can't just, you know, plug this shit in and play it. I gotta actually, like, you know, do my homework and set it up properly. And I was very pleasantly surprised to see that OpenMSX makes things easy. I will say, I do not understand how saving to cassette works exactly, but we do have save states. We do have save states at our beck and call, if and when we need them. And yeah, it does make me more hopeful to potentially enjoy the world of MSX. Like I was saying, this is not the same translation that you might have seen in, say, one of those Metal Gear Solid 2 or Metal Gear Solid releases. This is a different one, I think. This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy fortress, Outer Heaven, and destroy Metal Gear, the final weapon. First, contact Gray Fox, who's vanished, and learn about Metal Gear. Call on frequency 12085 from now on. Over. This is another thing that I do know about this game, is that it does have great sneaking music. I remember hearing the arrangement of this that made it into Brawl, and thinking, wow, what a cool arrangement. Very tense. Excuse me, gosh. Team of Terra. This is Big Boss. This is an infiltration mission. Avoid detection by the enemy. Over. You got it. Peek behind the curtain. The MSX joystick had a D-pad and 2 buttons. But I do still have to press my F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5 keys if I want to pause, access my weapon select, access my equipment select, and use my transceiver. I think I have to... This is the transceiver button? Yes. I hung up on his ass. Yeah, NES starts with you parachuting into the jungle. So this is some kind of tactical espionage action. We don't have any weapons at our disposal. We've got to do our best to try and avoid enemies if we can, as our big boss said. All we really have at our disposal is our SIGs and our punchin'. Fuck. Oh, the tactical genius. The sneaker. Yeah, I'm a natural fit for a mission like this. What's up, man? This is Big Boss. This is an infiltration mission. I did, didn't you see? Weren't you paying attention, man? Come on. Give me some credit. The trucks. Any prizes in here? Oh, ration. Now, do these work the same as in the new Metal Gear? In Metal Gear Solid, where you can... Oh, fuck, hi. Hell yes, my first of many card. Where I can equip my rations and that's all she wrote. And then then they'll just automatically heal me as I must wonder. Binoculars. Now, binocular, I believe. Scope, as they're known here. They allow us to look a screen ahead. To our right is some more trucks that we can't access, and to our bottom, to our south, is those two men we know and are familiar with. These are good sprites of a dog. That's what I think. Okay, so we did find a card. What's up here, though? Oh, these guys are red. And there's an elevator. More trucks. Gun! I can shoot, well, if I had bullets, I would be able to shoot. But I have nary a bullet. So good luck to me. Ah! It was an ambush. Okay, so as it turns out. Oh, interesting. Where would continue put me? Well, I guess I missed my chance to press F5 to continue, eh? Or would that be like to load a save that I had previously saved? Alt F8 and Alt F7 are my save and reload quickly buttons. Boom. I see. Thank you, Dark Witch Claire. Welcome in. Checkpoints are at elevators. Only way to save is through an external tape recorder. Yeah, I don't know how to set that up on OpenMSX. I tried to get that sorted out, and I could not, for the life of me, figure it out. But I do have save state, so we aren't completely up the creek. Lovely new emote for inserting a coin. I do also remember this bit where this might be different in the MSX version. I remember reading that there's like a higher level of alert, but for the most part, you can just leave a screen if you get caught, and it should be okay. There are exceptions. It was a short continue. You gotta kind of react lickety split is the scary thing about that continue. I'll eat that ration right now. Why not? Whoa! I forgot there was a guy in here that came out, but he was still in there. Damn. That's crazy. Oh, he came back to life. Good for him. But so this stream is mostly gonna be me going up along with the music. So if you're a fan of that, stick around. You're gonna like how this playthrough goes. If you can't stand that, whoa, okay, it's just one guy. That's no problem. We can punch him several times. Mine! And they call it a mine. Do I have... Okay, we've got our... There's no visual indicator for when I've saved a state, which is scary. But that's okay. Oh! They emerge. Alright. Well, surely this will unlock the only other door. Oh, he drops bullets. Drop box of bullets. Let me, as a matter of fact, unequip my gun so I don't accidentally fire it. Waste a bullet. These guys are really vulnerable to being seen from the side, you know? They are tunnel visioned out to the max. I know we don't see their vision cones like in future games, but I imagine it's just a straight line. Just a straight horizontal or vertical line. Ah, sleepy! Aw, poor guy. Three punches, all it takes. Gas mask. You feel asleep? Dude, his ass feel asleep. Okay, so I guess our next stop is just the elevator then, right? Okay, so in terms of MSX, this famous MSX March that we all know and love, there is one MSX game I want, while I have this MSX business up and open. Honestly, it would probably take less than 3 punches to the head to put me out of commission. While I have the MSX available, there's one game that has been at the back of my mind as a curiosity since I heard about it on Guess Who, the Retro Pals. I forget if they were doing a gauntlet or like a showcase of Pony Canyon games. I really want to play Come On Pico. Come On Peacock. So I might try to play that on Sunday. I was looking at my games lined up for Sunday, and I was kind of like, what the hell do I feel like? I don't know. I think maybe I'm gonna have to come out blasting against these. It seems like a cute game, and it seems like a game. Chow time! Yes, sir. Enjoy that chow, fellers. I like this awesome bespoke elevator screen where it's side-scrolling, but just so you can go up and down elevator. Ah! This is Big Boss. Be careful of surveillance cameras. Over. So I do remember one trick about this is that you can well, maybe I'm wrong. I thought what I thought was that you could hug the wall to remain invisible from camera. But I think that is not true. Or maybe I just wasn't close enough to the wall. Also, good news, I'm always able to punch. I have two buttons. One is my dedicated punch button, and the other is my weapon. Ammo. Oh yes, of course. I'm saved! Of course. Let's see what continue means for before I load that state. Famous moment of Metal Gear, of just dying the instant you enter the room. This is, and I do remember this game, on the NES there was a lot of just like, trial and error moments, a lot of just, oh, I entered this room, and I died. I will also say, it's much more, I mean, we're at the start, right? But it's much more linear than I was expecting. Relatively linear. Oh, I can't even access my normal style menus here. Yeah, I hear tell that Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is like actually secretly insanely sick. I think for a long time I conflated it and Snake's Revenge. Yeah, I could have sworn. Maybe I'm misremembering. I mean, I must be misremembering, right? Yeah, I must absolutely be misremembering this one. I guess I just gotta sneak past those cameras. I gotta sneak past them good and proper. Well then, in this case, I suppose the answer would be this away, right? 2 adds the wall stuff. Yeah. Uh-oh. Let's see here, fellas. back here. Oh wow, my punch has a very generous hitbox. Awesome. I do appreciate the palette of this game, you know? Nice. Threat neutralized. Really good use of, like, muted browns and earth tones and stuff. IMO. To make it feel very, I don't know. It feels gritty in a good way, I suppose. What I'm trying to say. Yeah, this is like, in my head I picture the MSX as like kind of on par with like the maybe a little bit more juiced than the Spectrum or something of that ilk. But this looks really nice. And I guess that's because it's an MSX2 game. Yeah, see how much I have to learn. Ammo. MSX1 had the same graphics chip as the ColecoVision. If anything, that makes what I've seen on the MSX1 all the more impressive, because I feel like ColecoVision is like oof. Oh, hold on. Everybody relax. Gotta put on my mask. Let me guess, you're gonna tell me about the toxic gas. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you. Use a gas mask in gassy areas. Resistance leader Schneider should know its location. Over. Now, is Schneider someone we should have met by now? Oh fuck! I have to take off. Of course, I can't use a card and a gas mask at the same time. That would be ridiculous. How unrealistic would that be? Use a grass mask in grassy areas, and in assy areas. Hello, Rosa Rosso. Welcome to Solid Snake's big debut. And Big Boss's big debut. Everyone is here. Well, those two are here. Hi. I'm saved! The Foxhounder who infiltrated a few days ago is safe. They're holding him. Aw, they're holding him! Guys, alright. Reporting back, they're holding him good and tight. He's getting all the comfort he needs. Look at the like light drawn on the floor here coming in from the windows. That's a nice detail. That's a really nice detail. Kid named Saved. Hey there, I'm Saved. Remember, you can equip different weapons and equipment. Try it out. Yeah, this is a sneaking mission. This is Operation Intrude N313. Foxhound Man is in trouble. We gotta help him. And I'm saving my state quite generously. Oh, fuck yeah, this thing! Everybody loves this thing. They should have brought this guy back for Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2. Plastic B, Plastic Bomb is what that is, of course. Now, I think this thing just instantly kills you no matter what your health is at. Literally Link's Awakening! It was all a dream. Ba 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 ba. Beep boop beep boop ba boop beep boop ba. Snake, this is Big Boss. I don't know what that thing is. Some kind of big metal log? Looks scary. Keep an eye out. Ah! The camera! No! That's a scary room. Guess what? I saved a state, though. It's no fucking problem for me. Solid snake, more like solid state. Sorry, I have to pet Yoda because he's on the desk at the moment. Yoda, did you know this is a sneaking mission? Snake, this is Big Boss. Please don't be silly. Please rein it in. The Yodester chiming in. Yoda Patrol on duty. The absolute fellow. Scary. Okay, he did shoot me with his gun. He did shoot me with his gun, I've got to admit. Fair play. No! It's okay, I'll just punch all of them. Punch every single guy you see. Oh! Tin of dog food for me. Snake, this is Big Boss. Give Yoda a little pet for me. He's a real sweetie. Over. Already done. Already taken care of. Pets aplenty are doled out on a regular basis.
This is the temple of those who strayed. Watch out for booby traps.
I will watch out for booby traps. Thank you, Tikal. I didn't realize this was the temple of those who strayed, though. What in the fuck does Tikal say that? It must be during, like, the Lost World level. This is the temple of those who strayed. We're putting you on the regiment that makes you a hound. I mean, clearly she's referring to this base, right? Is this Outer Heaven? I want to say in the first little call we got from Big Boy that this was Outer Heaven, Outer Haven, Outer something. I'm out of friggin' patience for all this nonsense. You know what I'm talking about? Card 2! Now we begin the true game of juggling cards from one card to another. Hey! That's not very nice. Guess who saved instead of loading? That's right. Back here. It is nice that we have 2 kinds of checkpoint. Potentially 3 if I figure out how to actually save to cassette. This is Outer Heaven, you say? Okay, thank you for confirming. Oops. Nobody knows how to play video games. Nobody knows how to do it. Nobody knows how to operate the MSX. It's never been done. Yeah, 2 is Zanzibar Land, or some such. Which, badass name for a place. I guess there is a real Zanzibar in the real world. But, you know, they were cooking when they came up with that. Oh, it's unused. Okay, I figured it was referencing Lost World, because what else? Like, what else? Where else would there be booby traps? Oh. Yep. Yeah. Kojima needs a place to kind of stand in as a shorthand or a broader war-torn place. Would eventually become the Middle East often, but don't count out Africa. Don't count out the Angola-Zaire border region. a shame that it's unused, because it's really good to hear her say it so matter-of-factly. This is the temple of those who trade. Watch out for booby traps. Okay. Right, of course. I wonder why. I was considering having my stream title be, so is there a Mr. X? And then I was like, well, people are just gonna think I'm playing Resident Evil 2. And so I said, okay. Joke cancelled. No more jokes. Comedy is over. We can't be funny anymore. We can't say whatever we want about the MSX computer entertainment system, or Solid Snake, and Outer Heaven, and how it's a Russian twat. The old point-blank bullet gets me every time. Russian twat is quite iconic. You do have to admit, that twat was Russian. Plastic Beach. Welcome to the world of the plastic bomb. Oh, did you have food? Drop a little snack for... Yum. Yeah, bad dude's kiss on the mouth. But Old Snake was a good dude, though he only got the cheek. Do you understand this? Do you realize this? So I suppose I haven't really talked about my relationship with the rest of Metal Gear Solid. We did play Metal Gear Solid 1 back when I was doing the Class of '98 challenge. They're not games I experienced at the time. They're games I experienced retrospectively, first through watching other people explain them, and then eventually playing them myself, kind of piecemeal. And boy oh boy, what games they are. And what an auspicious start to a funny franchise full of normal stuff. Metal Gear Solid Piecemealer? Yeah, of course, of course. This room kinda scary. Obviously I'm incentivized to try and take him out one at a time in your classic stealth action fashion. But I don't know if I can actually get away with just... Okay, I can, in fact, get away with that. I'm very curious to see how Metal Gear Solid 4 is going to be handled by the broader public now that it's going to be quote-unquote freed. kill. Any chance we could do that one again? It's a fascinating one, for sure, for sure. The thing about 4 having not really played it and mostly watched someone else play it, I remember moments of it. Not really. Also, hi, welcome in. The broader painting, the broader picture. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what they were cooking. Metal Gear J2ME. It would not surprise me if there was a Metal Gear on the J2ME platform of flip phone mobile Java gaming. Hello, Two Spaces. Yeah, that's exactly it. Punch a guy 3 times and thinking about how all their blood is on my hands. I'm starting to even get a taste for it. This is when they put Raiden and all those brains in like VR killing simulations. It's not like the MGS VR missions. It's this. They're playing Metal Gear on the MSX. Oh, and don't forget, MGS 5 spoilers, I guess, but don't forget, I think that an MSX appears at like the very, very end of that game. Dude. Well, they made the killing so fun and rewarding, and they incentivized me to kill. What can I say? Raiden is playing Ghost Map. Ghost Babble, maybe. Maybe. Oh, fuck. Boss, tell me. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you. Destroy the power panel of the high voltage current. Use a remote-controlled missile. Schneider, the resistance leader, knows its location. Over. That's the second time we've been referred to Schneider, the resistance. Are we supposed to have these codec frequencies like in the manual? Are we supposed to look at the back of the box? The back of the jewel case? Is perhaps someone in the world supposed to tell us about Resistance Leader Schneider? One of the hostages maybe we can free? Yay! We do love MIDI renditions of these classics. Yummy! Yum, yummy, yum, yum, yummy, yum, yummy, yum, yum. Because Jack is a very common name, so it could be anyone. That would be first appearance, like, within Metal Gear chronology. I guess the thing is, like, don't they also do, like, oh no, like, fucking Naked Snake is, like, John or something, right? Like, there are a few instances where they've, like, revealed the character's true name and it's, like, it's me, Bob. It's me, just, like, the most normal, plain... Oh, yeah. Ghost Babble is the Game Boy Color one. I was mixing it up with the PSP one. Like, acid stuff. That's another fascinating one. A very curious one. Yeah, sorry. Act. In. I want to say it's a cards one, but I don't really know a lot about it. I know I feel like even dedicated Metal Gear heads kind of don't say too much about that one. Whether it's just because it's not terribly loreful, or some other reason, I don't know. Card mixed with turn-based strategy, well that sounds like a delightful combination. What a blend of genres. And on the go? Is it perhaps a situation where, like, at the time they were like, we want an entire Metal Gear game. What's this cards shit? I want to crawl on the floor and call someone on my transceiver. Many have been discussing Metal Gear Acid and wondering what the deal is. What if it could be awesome? It could be awesome. I just have never seen footage of it. Or anyone talk about it, other than, like, occasionally mentioning it as a Metal Gear game when people are just listing Metal Gear games, as we are now. Wow, we have the world's most powerful acid shooter in our chat room. Feel free to shoot. Fire when ready. I have permission to kill. Any hypothetical chatters who come in and start saying acid stinks. I much prefer Peace Walker. Well, feel free to execute them. Wait, that's good. That's smart. Congrats on the +1 bastards, by the way. Ah! Okay, I gotta pet Yoda some more, as per Big Boss's instruction. Be on the desk. Yoda. 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 Giving Yoda a big pet on the head. Giving Yoda a big pet on the head. Giving Yoda a big pet on the head. A gender-fluid clown named La Clown. Yoda, do you have any Nikita remote-controlled missiles? What an interesting did you know gaming fact about Mega Man X9, the game that we all know and love. The iconic. Corrosion Tombow is a good. It had me believing in like, oh, is that an X? I haven't played like. I don't think I've really played much of the X games other than like one. So that could be a thing. You had me. You had me by hook and by crook. Everyone has a secret second name, and they gaslight Snake into believing he's actually a guy named Hans Davis. Video games can be quite remarkable time, you know? They can really be something so interesting. Okay, check this out. Yay! I should... Yeah, exactly. It's like Yamark and Kuwanger. Gentlemen. It is staring very intently at me. Now the true game is going to get exponentially more agonizing as we go on. Hello. I'm saved! Diane of the Resistance supports you on frequency 12033. Diane knows enemy information. That's true. 12033. Solid Snake, your reply, please. This is Steve. Diane? Diane went shopping and hasn't returned yet. The famous, that iconic Metal Gear character, Diane. Two puppets hijack a plane. The hell? Ridiculous. Now I've seen everything. The famous recurring character of Diane and Steve. These guys are just standing there. These guys are red. Oh, we're back here! What a miracle. Ah! What do you mean? Okay, the fact that we're getting bespoke music for this tells me this is like an encounter, like a scripted encounter. It's not that I got caught. Is she named after Diane from Twin Peaks? You know? It wouldn't surprise me. Wait, no, this came out in 87. This predates Twin Peaks. At least I think this came out in 87. So if anything, it would be backward. I died. If anything, David Lynch and Mark Frost probably played this on the MSX and said, now a lady on the radio named Diane. I think our coop could really make a meal out of that one. Okay, now to kill. Solid Snake! This is Big Boss! I need you to find out what happened to Laura Palmer. Not the best David Lynch I've ever done in the world. New channel points redeem of forcing me to say things in a David Lynch voice? I don't want to disrespect his memory by making it sound like he's just a loud guy.
You can really hear the exhaust note of the cars screaming through the night air.
He's mostly nasally, and he's just kind of has a loud cadence. I can't wait to live the art life. Here I go. Yeah, it's a little bit more Inspector Gadget than like you know what it really is? It's the Japanese word weapon. It's that particular. David Lynch would have made a great Shenmue NPC. Is basically what I'm learning. Yeah, he sounds like that. He really does sound like that. You're the only one who understands my movies, Snake. Everyone said they were confusing, but I made them specifically for you. When I made Wild at Heart, I said, Solid Snake is gonna have a hoot. It's such a sadness that you think you played Metal Gear on a fucking cell phone. Get real. Get a clue. Alright, let's try this silly room again.
Fantastic time.
Rest assured, I am having a fantastic time. Hey! I can't help but notice that this... Oh no, there is like a second room to the side. I was like, where's that door on the right even lead? Too many balls. A bullet is a kind of ball. Hit the bumpers in the correct order, and the crab babies will appear. Bullet ball. Have a fantastic time. Also, I do have a ration, so I can try it out. Try this. Okay, they do eventually die after enough of bullets. Silencer! Excellent stuff. Sensational work. Solid Snake. Do I have to put that shit on? I guess that is just on by default, perhaps? I don't know. Oh, shit. The grenade launcher. Let's go. quite kitted out all of a sudden. Always gotta. This is a reminder for anyone who came in late. I've got the D-pad and the 2 buttons on my actual controller, but I need to use the F1 through F5 keys on my keyboard to get in and out of menus. Ooh. Oh. Any gamers recognize this one? Oh yeah. Now we're fucking gaming. Nothing to see here, fellas. Ordinary, regular old box. Now, the question is... Ahaha! Okay. This elevator should be as good a time as any to take a little break. We have been streaming for an hour, so I'm going to send y'all over to Melon Bread, to Agent Melon Bread. I can pause. Just like that. And yeah, I'll send you to Melon Bread. Stretch, if you've got. Hydrate, if you'd like. Have a good time. Have a fantastic time. We return to the certain operation. Good night, Two Spaces. Thanks for stopping by. We've got a new elevator before us. Is it taking us to the roof, I'm guessing? This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you. The rooftop is sealed by a wind barrier. Find the bomb blast suit. Over. I like how many times Big Boss opens his communications with, I forgot to tell you. Big Boss hitting the Eto Bleh is a really good thing to think about. Well, I guess we gotta find the bomb blast suit. Oh, multiple different floors for us. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, sleepy. Held a message for reason aggression. Going to have to allow I fucked it. Snake, I fucked up again. I forgot. I'm sorry. I fucked it. I keep forgetting this shit. I'm sorry I'm such a bad CO, Snake. You'll forgive me, right? Over. That's right. That's right, this shit laser. This shit infrared style lasers. And as a result, I don't know what that shit, I don't know how to get past that shit. Now, of course, I do recall in MGS1, you can use a sig smoke. Ah, sleepy! Good luck getting out of heaven, or whatever. Thanks for stopping by, Customize Your Dad. Have a good evening. Take care, and remember, Solid Snake is going to get out of outer heaven, or into outer heaven, by any means necessary. Okay, this is a little scary. We're going to load our state instead of saving it. Yep. Yes, indeed. That's exactly the plan, gamers. They have guns! Buddy. I'm well aware. They might have guns, though. But I've got 3 punches in a row. And they are asleep at the wheel. Hi, friendo. Welcome to Metal Gear for the MSX. Now this is the kind of a pattern that makes me get scared. However, will I wrangle my way past him? It almost feels impossible. Yeah, I was talking about this at the start. I played the NES version a lot because I found it very novel. The idea of, oh, this guy's on the NES too? Hi, Sierra Palazzo, welcome in. MG2 a week ago, but I haven't played the first in a billion years. This is my first time playing it. Like I was saying, I've played the MSX version a number of times, or sorry, the NES version quite a few times back in the day. Understood. I do think that the answer here is shoot with my silenced weapon. Actually, any chance Diane might know what's up? No. Oh, I like that the whistle gets higher or lower depending on your frequency. That's a nice little bit of detail. Big Boss's frequency is this. Do you have any advice for me, my dad? This is Big Boss. Use camouflage in locations with good visibility. Hide inside something. Over. He's too concerned. He's got no sense of style. He's got no sense of grace. This Solid has a funny snake. Ah! Okay, I think my big boss dad is up to something. Is onto something. Big boss being up to something? No, that doesn't sound like the big boss I know. The thing he's up to is making sure I keep my shit in order. Wait, I'm just a little cardboard box. You gotta be nice to me. This is the chilling secret. They don't have to be nice to me. Like, yeah, cause what would my move even be from there if I'm rocking the box? I do feel like the play is kill them all discreetly. I can at least kill one of them maybe. Remember, my lord, kill discreetly. My eyes are failing me. Are you going to take the stealthy approach, or go in guns blazing? Maybe I am completely wrong. Maybe I'm a real silly Billy for this one. Or maybe I'm a genius! I'm smart. Yeah! Save that shit. Now, any chance I've got the card for this one? No, I do not. Hello. Now, are you telling me that this here is just a funny little ammo dump? A funny little means of replenishing my funny little ammunition? Well, if that's the case, who give a shit? Ah, sleepy! Oh, I'm just a sleepy little guard. Ah, another damn early morning shift at the rocking back and forth factory. I think I got enough sleep, but they should have revealed that they invented football to pacify the American populace. I mean, they kind of do that with, like, video games, right? Am I wrong in that interpretation of various Metal Gear Solid-isms? Oh, this is... Oh. exactly. It's just that Kojima isn't a jock, so he has experienced staying up late watching movies or playing video games and going, wow, I've become so desensitized to bloodshed. What does this say about society? Hey, this is scary. Am I crazy, or are they hearing my gun? Or am I just getting really unlucky with where they're turning around? No, they just turn around quite fast. Understood. So this room is, oh no, I could have. Guys, leave me alone. Be nice to me. Being nice. Be nice. Be me kind. Ah, well, okay. They created the first ever hallway with no blind spots. After letting their guards fall asleep briefly, they had no choice but to make one of the most perfect and impenetrable hallways known to man. Okay, I'm sorry to do this so quickly after our previous break, but I do have to get up and, take care of something real quick. So I'll send you to Melon Bread very briefly. We'll be back with more Metal Gear action after this. Well, we're back. My apologies for that sudden departure, but all is well. You have to believe me. This seems like a difficult room to navigate. Chance I can... Yeah! Excellent. Truly, I am the tactical genius. There's a reason they sent me into outer heaven. Okay, none of those doors are nothing yet. And this is a room that is impossible. You did that room as a joke. That's not really what I believe, but... Actually, maybe my old friend Big Boss has some advice for that particular room. Let's check it out. Well, first, of course. This is Big Boss. Okay, same deal. Would a cardboard box hide me from a cameras? Perhaps it would. I wanna see the tanks that have the cat face. They do! Wow! They're kind of like a whoa. How cute. Hello. I'm saved! The foxhounder called Gray Fox or something. Confined in a solitary cell. Sounds about right. Oh. Okay, well, it can be done. The Patriots had suppressed the colon face because they knew it would ferment too much joy. They wanted to maintain absolute control over the narrative, you know. They were fighting an information war on all fronts, you see. Yet miraculously, we still have colon 3 to this day. What could it mean? The fox is Well, I seem to have fucked this one up. If you can believe it. Hard to believe, I know. An expert like myself. This might be a continued situation because I did fuck up my save states, as is tradition. Do I have any rations at all? No, of course not. rescue this guy. Save our state. Immediately put that box back on. Yeah, exactly. They did not approve of all the Catboy shit Ocelot was doing. The triple, quadruple crossing, that's all par for the course for Ocelot, but this? No. This would not suffice. This could not stand. No. Be nice to me. Okay, I think from here I can safely punch them. And get a ration for my trouble. Incredible. Okay. Now, let's see if any of these doors are real. Oh. Submachine gun. Heavy machine gun. No. I'm saved! The best way to the solitary cell is to be caught by the enemy. No. That's too horrible to even think about. Getting caught by the enemy on purpose. How would I even do that? They just shoot to kill. Okay, we managed to pull that shit off. Rocket launcher. Don't move! You're caught! How could this be? This is Big Boss. Your infiltration was successful. Find Gray Fox's cell. Check the walls. Over. Hey, man. Glad you arrived, rookie. I'm Gray Fox. The final weapon, Metal Gear, is a nuclear-armed, heavy walking tank, adaptable to any terrain. When complete, it enables nuclear attacks from any location on Earth. Destroy it before it's complete. There's only one way to destroy Metal Gear. The developer, Dr. Petrovich, knows it. He's somewhere in this building. Find Dr. Petrovich. Okay, we've completed our first objective. Now we must find Dr. Petrovich. And we've got new music. Oh, but we lost all of our equipment, of course. That includes our weapons. Uh-oh. I'm Shoot Gunner. No one's gotten out of here before. Oh, fuck, it's Shoot Gunner. Did he know? He's probably pretty pissed, to be honest. I'd be pissed if someone just opened a secret door in my cell. Shoot Gunner. Oh my god. The Gun Haver. That is another thing I remember about this game. I forget how consistent it is between the MSX and the NES versions, but there's a lot of guys who are just named, who are basically just named Gun Haver. Now, I'm not sure what to do about this guy, because I don't have any of my famous arsenal of weapons. It is important to keep that tradition alive and well. You always need to have the absolute dumbest names of all time, and honestly, that is a tradition that is alive and well even in Death Stranding. If anything, orders of magnitudes more real and true. Can I just be above you and be fine? You can sometimes shoot behind me. They renamed him to Shotmaker. I understand that. Shoot Gunner definitely feels a bit clunky. I have to admit, I'm a little stumped here. Let me try calling my friends and family. Do you have an answer for me, Mr. Big Boss? This is Big Boss. Take back your gear and escape. It's hidden in one of the rooms. Hunt around to find it. Over. This is Steve. Diane? And is taking a shower now. Hunt around to find it. Over. Don't we love video game? Wasn't video game one of the sources of funniest dialogue in the world? Just gotta punch around to find it, I guess. Is it possibly to be found from in here somehow? Now this is that tactical espionage action. This is what gaming is all about sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta punch around to find it. So my concern is that there are walls. They did just introduce secret walls, and the secret walls did have a unique sound to them. Zepblades, hello! Thank you so much for the raid. Not raid. Shout out. Shout out Zepblade. I mean, fuck, did I forgot, no. I shouted out the wrong Zepblade, and now we have to wait. Zepblades. I have to wait a whopping 2 minutes. How are you doing? How is your stream? We are playing the original Metal Gear. Know it, you love it, you loathe it. And right now we simply have to punch every wall we can find, I guess, in order to take back our gear. You've arrived at the most thrilling possible moment to be playing Metal Gear. 8 straight hours playing NextFest demos, holy moly, that's a lot of gaming, that's a long stream. If you need to get up and take a rest, by all means. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm BarrierTrio_Bean. I'm an Electrospectre who wears a hat. And I'm often playing old-style retro gaming here on this channel. Stick around a while, and I'll keep on punching till my heart and my knuckles go raw. Shout out... that... Oh, they do! That's incredible. 16 seconds. So close. Wow! This is probably somewhere really funky in the chronology, isn't it? Because this is technically Solid Snake's first mission. Right? Am I right about that? Excuse me. Directly after or before MGS5. Awesome. Shout out. There we go. There's the shout out. Apologies about that. I currently find myself a bit flummoxed by Shotgunner, a guy I would be able to deal with so easily if I had any of my weapons and guns, but I have none of them. And my boss's advice was to punch around to find my gear. And so punching I am doing. Punching aplenty. And yet I do not seem to be finding what I'm looking for. I'm quite confident I've punched every single surface in this particular room multiple times over. And as I was saying when you raided in, they just now introduced the mechanic of secret doors. But these ones, they make a funky noise. They make a special noise. This might be a consult the guide moment, just for the sake of not punching every single wall that I see again. Is it possible I have fucked up? Possible I have come here too early. I have no gear, yeah. It got all stolen from me. This is the part where I got kidnapped. I got kidnapped. And they took my gear away. But the problem is that there's a shotgunner out here, and he's shooting his gun at me. I definitely think I fucked up. But maybe not. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I haven't fucked anything up. I am going to load a state, though, so that I can have a bit more of my health back. There is a door I am specifically supposed to punch. I didn't think I was supposed to punch in here because this guy's firing gun at me. There we are. Now we've got it. Now it's all easy peasy. Now all I need to do is take my gun out. SMGs for this guy, maybe? Maybe that's most appropriate for the shoot gunner. Oh god, that's shoot gunner's music. He killed my ass. He killed my ass quite deadly. It's a little scary. You really do feel under the threat of shoot gunner. Okay, maybe he's weak to grenade. You don't suppose? A little hard to tell. It doesn't seem like he takes damage. Yeah, they should have made shoot gunner the principal antagonist of MGS5 instead of like Skullman or whatever. Any chance I can just hit him with like this? Awesome! You're calling me the tactical genius. You should have to recruit all the MG1 bosses in MGS5. It would be awesome if like there were like triple S soldiers that you could Fulton away that were shoot gunner and other ones. Bug? What the fuck is this? Get that shit out of there. I bet that would have tracked my movements and made me even easier to spot if I hadn't noticed that. Ammo. Card 3. Yeah, obviously by Metal Gear Solid 1, all the, you have your, like, rogues gallery of guys, and it's kind of a tradition to have, like, these outlandish superpower villains who all have, melodramatic backstories. But it would be, yeah, this guy was on base number 3 in Afghanistan. He was one of the guys in the turrets. And then we harvested him and turned him into the ultimate shoot gunner so that Gray Fox would never escape. Dog? Oh, dog unpunchable. Really good wan sound. Ah! I want these dogs to be nicer to me. Yeah, he's shot. True. True. This is the dark future where Robert Landau didn't make the golf finals. So Wiki says he was a Spetsnaz guy who became a merc after the Soviet Union went down and joined Outer Heaven. Sure, soldier without a country anymore. He fits right in with the mandate of Outer Heaven, as I understand it. Dude, do I have to shoot these guns? Do I have to shoot these dogs with my gun? Is that the only solution? That's scary. Okay, hold on. Because what about door over here? They do have a door over here. Maybe I won't get attacked by dogs over here. Maybe this is a door that's nice to me. Well, I'm not made of meat. So really it's up to Solid Snake. Oh, we lack the card necessary for this one. Okay, so I guess we're going to shoot some dogs with our 69 bullets, everybody. I guess it's just part of one of many tough pills to swallow when you're a soldier, I suppose. I hope this doesn't affect the way I see dogs in the future. That's fucked up. Cool room. Cool floor. Now, how the heck is a bozo like me meant to get inside of there? This is what every dungeon in Battle Network 1 is like. That's my understanding, yeah. Okay, maybe I lack the necessary punching strength to navigate into the center of this room. So funny that it gives this door's breakable noise so strongly, and yet the elevator. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, we gotta find Dr. Petrovich, everybody, and we've got a new key card to do it with. Circling the maze, just thoughtless. You got me. You got me. I knew there was no way in. I just wanted to mow down more dogs with my gun. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. Nobody tells you how easy it's gonna be. All the media tells you that it's the hardest thing any soldier has to do, that they can't live with themselves. They don't want to tell you, the people, the unvarnished truth of the matter, that they love it, that they live for it, that it's the only thing that keeps a man going on the battlefield. The prospect of one day shooting another dog. No! Don't, That's why he's called Solid now. Because his heart is so hardened by the foul deeds he has committed. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, friendo. Ah! Oh no! Ah! Oh, that's good. It's good that there's a guy in Metal Gear 2 named Jungle Evil. That's cool. That's cool, and dare I say, a little badass. Oh, he was, yeah. Understandable. Understandable that they would have to change that name. I think they might have, I think they could have come up with something better than Jungle Evil. But on the other hand, Jungle Evil is such a blessing. Jungle Evil, Jungle Evil. You're my butterfly, sugar, evil. I guess there's not to be done here. I guess we're done here for now. We'll need even more advanced cards to make any heads or tails of this crazy ass floor. So with that in mind, let's just use our spoilers. I mean, the thing is, if I would like to play Metal Gear 2 at some point, maybe not immediately after this one. But at some point, I would like to play it. But when I do, I would probably play a translation of the original, rather than the modern translation. So we would get Predator in that case, presumably. So I would have no way of knowing about Jungle Evil. Metal Gear 2 seems like it's a real showstopper. Baba. Baba. Box. Box. Okay, let me go down here, save my state, then exercise some combat stealth action. Yeah, that's kind of my understanding, is that it feels very much like a step up in basically every respect from this one. Like a much more advanced, like you can kind of see the crumbs of what would become of Metal Gear here. But Metal Gear 2 is kind of on a different different level. Maybe I'm I don't know, overhyping it. Maybe I'm inflating it in my head. I think it was Dot Level who was the one who is the first person I noticed talking about Metal Gear 2 in that like way. In the way of like, oh, this game actually kind of is insane. Oh. Oh, ho ho ho. Link's Awakening. That did actually scare me. It's fine though. Thank you, Rations. Is this a place we've been before? The Snoozin' Boys. I guess we haven't. Fine. I'm saved! The only way to the courtyard is a parachute dive from the rooftop. Scary. I do love to play video games. That guy did not handle that situation well at all. Interesting that there's like a panel of electric here, but it seems to be deactivated. IR goggles! You are goggles. The electric gear. Singing, ooh, girl. It's interesting that this has a different layout depending on what side of the room you enter on. I think there's probably a few rooms like that in the interest of preventing you from being in a situation where you get, you know, you just spawn in a room and get seen immediately, right? Bow, 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 bow. Like, yeah, if I came... Oops. It worked out. It worked out due to my cunning tactics and willingness to employ all the tools at my disposal, of course, in cunning and creative ways. Ah, sleepy! Tuck your ass into bed, go to the sleepy time forever. Aha. This is trivial to me now. I'm saved! Baba. Baba. I'm saved! Dr. Petrovich is in a solitary cell in the courtyard. Sounds good to me, boss. I'm Machine Gun Kid. You can't go on. Oh fuck, it's Machine Gun Kid. Finally, a boss with a cooler name than Shoot Gun. Never thought I'd see the day. Do we have to go machine gun on this one? I mean, the problem with our machine gun is that it kind of is very inconsistent. And also my bullets don't travel far enough to really hit him. Could it be as simple as gun? Well, our gun won't be enough to hit him either. Surely our bullets will be disappeared before they reach him, right? I don't envy the person who has to go up against the fearsome Machine Gun Kid. Maybe it is. Maybe grenade would be better. It's definitely tougher than you'd hope to get up there without getting hurt. You don't suppose this is anything, do you? Don't suppose we could just... I mean, there's no way for us to get up there without taking a big pile of bullets, right? Oh, awesome sound! We do love to laugh. We do love to have a funny time. We do love to get a little bit silly with it from time to time. I know it's war, but you know, you gotta look on the bright side. You gotta have a laugh, everyone. You know? Yeah. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. That rocks. I don't know. I could not come up with a better strategy than that. Like, I assume you're intended to kind of, like, duel him in the corridors, right? Like, have a shoot-off? But you're... you gotta be machine gun kidding me. I'm not. I'm dead serious. But yeah, none of my weapons had the range. The other option would have been come back with missiles. Remote control missiles and just hide back here, like I did with Shoot Gunner, but that was not really an option, unfortunately. Oh, parachute. Okay, so we want to use that on the roof, but we also need the bomb blast suit to be able to survive the wind tunnels, right? Hold on, did I ever even try... Just to be 100% certain. Bow, 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 bow. Sorry, 1 second. The pea shoot? The pea shoot, of course. Well, then I wonder what I'm missing. I should get my ass back to the elevator and see. Because I think we're done on this floor. And I think we're done on the floor below us. At least until we find another card key. Let's see here. What was the deal with this floor? Yeah, I simply survived those. This is just a boring old room. With the doors we must have already opened. Ah! Now, how about... Okay. Well... The problem is we are out of missiles, right? So I guess we can't go back, unless... Yeah, I didn't think so. Cool sound. That was scary. Then what are these rooms? Are there any rooms back here that we might be missing? I feel like no, right? I gotta double check, and if this doesn't work, I'll go back to the basement of the other spot. But I doubt it, cause it's gonna be a lot of this, right? Ba 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 bo ba bo 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 bo. Back to my favorite corridor in the game. Is it possible we have to, like, use our, like, explosives to get through? Sure, that's the ticket. Of course, I forgot for a second what game I was playing. I forgot that this was such kind of a game. No! Now I'm worried I might not have enough. No, what do you mean? Okay, I definitely don't have enough to get into the middle now, don't I? Oh, 1-1. Huh? Oh. Ah ha 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 ha! Bomb blast suit. BB suit. Now, please tell me... Okay, thank goodness that these stay blasted open. This is indoors. This is the basement. This is the dog's basement, you know. Hey, great to see you. Thanks for coming out, and stay blasted open. Alright, we are ready for the roof, I think. Dog's Basement from Blue Stinger, of course. We are all familiar with this character. Give me that BB suit. I look exactly the same. No. Well, what over here? It's not a bullet suit, certainly not. It might protect from bomb blasts, but... and from scary wind. That looks scary. What if I didn't go on that yet? Yeah, it protects from a BB gun, exactly. They call it a BB suit because it's featured heavily in the Anthology of the Killer. Ammo. Okay, well, what have we here? I'm saved! Use a parachute to dive between the fences. Got it, boss. Our class goes up the more hostages we save. I remember that mechanic. And I forget, I think it just is our max life. It might also correspond to how many rations we can hold at a time, or how effective rations are. I forget the exact science of those numbers. Oh, more of those lovely remote-controlled missiles. Love that for me. Any chance I can stock up on these? I suspect they might be plenty useful. I currently have 10 at the max. $20 ought to be plenty, right? Surely. Okay, well, 15's the cap anyway. 15's plenty. Okay, now for the awesome bridge that everybody loves. Now this shit I do remember. I remember watching Melty die on this bridge a lot. Melty Kit, of course. It is indeed an instant kill. Another one, eh? Oh, but I'm good. What? What? They got jetpack men. Okay, but I can shoot them with my gun, so they're not as scary as I thought they were. Wow. You never know what you're gonna find here in Outer Heaven. Ah! Dude, Big Boss doesn't remember shit. Big Boss doesn't remember shit about what Outer Heaven is like. What a fucking clown, man. No, Blob. I'm afraid Zanzibar Land is we haven't been there yet. You know, this might be an appropriate spot to dish out. This shitty little thing. Just get blasting, you know? That said, I might want to disable that shit first. There we go, and now I can kind of focus on the rest of them. I'm a bit of a master of blasting lately. They're calling me the master of blasting. And for good reason. Oh ho ho ho! The mine detector. Don't mind if I do. Ah! They got a big old helicopter. I'm D. I feel like this is exactly the kind of fight that a grenade would go crazy during. Just to confirm. Yeah, I don't have any rations on me, magically. I don't like dying in one hit either. This might be a slightly troubling situation I find myself. On the other hand, maybe it's fine and I'm gonna be no problem about it. Might be one of those famous no problem situations that you hear so much about. Any chance this is just how it works? Any chance? Wonderful. All that power, and what did it get you? Just like any old thing, it'll fall to about 13 grenades. He shoot. Awesome screen. Awesome screen again. Now, is there any chance that there might be 100 million rations in here? Because wouldn't that be nice? No way. Wow. I'm gonna need some really high numbered cards to make sense of that. Oh no, the truck is moving! Oh, enjoy eating. Enjoy eating. It's important to eat. Did it any direct ones? That I don't know. Well, this kind of stinks. Ah, big stretch. Okay. We are approaching 9 in the evening. And we are moving from one building to another, I believe. So, let me actually save a state in a way that's not just a quick save. And take us out here to wrap things up. Just kidding, we're going to fucking the Battle of the Big Bridge, fuckers. Haha. No, we are wrapping up the stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out with little old me. What a fun... I honestly had a lot more fun. I thought this game was going to be a lot more tedious than it was. It turns out that I was right to have save states on the ready, because it's just one of those games. You don't want to wake up. Everything's fuck, everything's chuck. Ready for a raid. I'm gonna send y'all to Holly Heck maybe. She's playing some kind of Half-Life opposing force. If you're a fan of there's some connective tissue between Gordon Freeman and Solid Snake, I'm sure, out there. But yeah, have fun at Hecky Maybes. Have yourself a good rest of your evening. Friday, we will play Guardian War. Sunday, I think we'll try out Come On Pico. Hold me to that, okay? If Sunday rolls around and I'm like, what do I stream? You come in here and pounding your fists on the table, demanding Come On Pico this instant. But yeah, thanks Step for the raid. Thanks Every for the hanging out. Honestly, I started the stream feeling kind of like, I'm gonna be low energy, but it did not take long for me to feel invigorated by the presence of chat room. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for supporting Solid Snake on his journey, which will continue on Tuesday. And yeah. Wow, you're comedically introducing yourself at the last moment. Well, no better time than now. Enjoy the raid off to heck, maybe. And there will be plenty of time to support Solid Snake in the future. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you Friday for Guardian War. Bye, 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 bye.
Okay, played the noise.